So last time you said Africans are eating themselves into disease. Why is that?
So essentially, you got to look at the African diet, right? The African, not diet itself, African lifestyle when it comes to how they eat. The goal for an African man is to fill his belly, right? He does not think about nutrition or nothing else. I wake up in the morning, I must get something to eat. They're not thinking, what feed your cells, your mitochondria, your brain. They want to be full and go get some work to be done, right? So they tend to eat heavy carbohydrate foods. And they don't stop eating until they're full, right? So it's like, I might wake up in the morning, I might fast like 12 a.m. or 2 p.m. My brother or my sister in Africa, they wake up, it's time to eat. Because that's how we've been conditioned since we were kids. Oh, it's breakfast time, cocoa, porridge, rice water. Eba, right? We have to eat when you wake up, right? Unless the people don't have those resources and, they're not eating because they don't have the money to buy those foods. But if that food, early in the morning, we need some cocoa and some, bread and whatnot. So the African men eat as a luxury, right? Anything eating is a luxury. So they're trying to eat things that will food them up and they eat constantly. But if you look at the human biology, the more you eat, the more the disease you cause yourself. My brother and my sister in Ghana, they don't know that. So they keep eating. They will snap, right? And then they'll tell you, oh, I heard somebody say you're supposed to eat 4 times, 5 times a day, right? But they don't understand how the human biology works with food. So when you take that into consideration, my people eat based on how they were taught by their parents, and it eats because they think that's what's supposed to be done. And those things are causing their disease. And it's usually carbohydrates, heavy sugar, right? Heavy processed foods, right? Canned milk, heavy carbohydrates. And all these things that's not registered with your mitochondria, with your cells. Your cells need fuel. You eat to repair your body, to build your body. You need energy. Those things does not do none of them. It just give you quick energy. You crush, and you cause a disease for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about who you are?
Oh, myself.
Yeah. Why you so adamant about nutrition, the African nutrition and all that?
Bro, truth is an experience, right? I got to a point, I wanted to get into spirituality. I wanted to understand a lot of things, right? So I was fasting. I was in my backyard, right? Doing some sun gazing, sun bathing, walking barefooted. And at that time, you get a lot of downloads. So at that time, I'm posting a lot on social media, right? I'm talking about health, talking about nutrition and things like that, things I learned for myself and things that make sense to me, like, oh, this is why I'm having this back pain. Okay, let me switch to this. Let me stop eating vegan or vegetarian diet. Let me go to, a primal food source. So when I'm doing that, I'm posting on social media, and when I'm under the sun, I'm getting this download and something hit me, bro. You should become a reverend, because why is this not taught in the church? Why do we not know this, right? Because in Ghana, bro, every corner there's a church, right? But how many people in Ghana know about health? How many people in Ghana, they don't know about nothing about health? All they think about is eating. And in the church, they don't preach about this type of things. It's about salvation, heaven, and fear, right? You don't do this, you're going to hell, right? So I'm like, okay, I want to be a reverend. I can teach people about the human body, the human anatomy, right? How the human body works. We're looking at, because, we got cells makes tissues makes organs make organ systems, right? None of these things are taught in the church. And you look at the Bible itself, is full of allegories and esoteric and mystical knowledge. Now they're using the Bible as a control mechanism, right? So the Bible itself is allegories. So when you look at the Bible itself, it teaches everything that I'm teaching is in the Bible. But then we're looking from a perspective of there was a God somewhere and we got to worship this God. So we separated the body from the creation. So I'm like, nah, bro, I got to teach my people. So Reverend Cass is like a reverend of the human body. I want to teach people about the human body, how to eat correctly, how to take care of yourself. Because everything is about health. You can make all the money you want in this world. If you don't have your health, bro, you been, you know what I'm saying, dialysis every weekend, paying for this, paying for that. So what's the essence of chasing money and losing yourself, right? And it's quoted in the Bible as well, right? So that's how I got the name. I want to be a reverend whereby I teach people about the human body.
All right, you said something about grounding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Can you take us through that? Explain why grounding is so beneficial.
So let me piggyback on what I said, right? I said we have separated the human body from the creation. We and the universe are one, right? But we have separated ourselves from the human body. Anything that's supposed to be human, We look at it as everybody want to be in a status quo. I want the flyest car, the Mercedes, the biggest house, right? But we are wild animals. We're supposed to be mammals. We're part of the animal kingdom. We're supposed to be outside, right? 90% of Americans spend 90% of their time indoors than outside. But we are light people. We need the light. Right. We're supposed to be outside. We're supposed to be walking barefooted. If you look at, we are from Ghana, right? You can go to YouTube, right? I think England played Ghana way back in the days in soccer.
Right.
The Ghanaian people, they were playing barefooted. Yeah? Because at that time, we don't wear shoes. Kufuor, the ex-president of Ghana, right? He went to school with, may he so rest in peace, Mampohene, right?
Right.
He said, when we go to school, we don't wear shoes. But Mampohene, mom, she was so bougie, she wanted her son to wear shoes. So he's the only one with shoes. But none of them had shoes on. So Kwame Nkrumah, all those people that came, you see how the knowledge they had? They never wear shoes. They were always grounded. So what is grounded though? When your feet touch earth, we got free radicals in our body that build inflammation, right? We obtain electrons from the earth. Electrons from the earth. Everything is about light and magnetism. We are part of the universe. We're not separate. When you separate yourself, that's when you get disease and things like that. When you ground, your feet touch earth, the free radicals in your body neutralize, right? Because the grounding, we're electrical beings. That's why when I touch electrical something, I get shocked. So when you touch the earth, the free radicals get neutralized, your inflammation goes down, it builds your body literally. Bro, 2023, right? I was so in tune with this type of things. And I did grounding for 6 months straight, the whole summer. I wake up in the morning, I'm outside for 4 hours. I was having back issues and things like that. I didn't understand it because at that point, I was doing veganism, I was doing vegan, I was sleeping right, but my back was still killing me. Lost so much weight. I'm like, man, what's going on? So when I discovered grounding, I said, all right, let me get in tune with grounding and change my diet. Everything went away within like 2 weeks or so, right? So grounding is like, they call it earthing grounding, right? You touch the ground, you hug a tree, you sleep on the ground or whatever the case might be. You can walk on concrete. It's the same thing, right? You touch the earth, you charge your body. Sun hitting your body, sun gazing, sun bathing. Grounding is like, we're not supposed to wear shoes, bro. I barely wear shoes when every day I'm outside. If you follow my social media, I'll post myself walking on the grass and I walk outside my neighborhood for like an hour without shoes. I used to have a pretty bad feet. I don't have none of those pains anymore. So essentially grounding is like something that we're supposed to be doing, but we've disconnected. People look at you weird. Let's say if I walk right now to like a church or a party without shoes, people think, well, this guy's crazy, man. Come on, man. We are Gucci at. We'll say, you know what I mean? I got on Balenciaga today, right? Because it's all good. But I'm saying, though, we are wild animals. We're supposed to be doing things like that, right? And grounding is one of the things that, I stand behind it. I guarantee it. Having any back issues, back pain, you cannot sleep, you have inflammation, and things like that. Just spend 2 hours. Let's say about 30 minutes works. I like to do it. I'm sitting outside all day. I wake up with the sun. My circadian rhythm is connected. So I wake up with the sun gaze, sun bath, walk barefooted, and I'm in tune. So, but the only caveat is now I feel so good, I be forgetting that I need to keep doing these things, right? So it's like, oh, there's a party here. Oh shit, why not, man? Shit, let me get some of the jollof rice. Let me get some of this, right? So they get to a point where it's like, man, I'm deviating so much, right? I'm like, you know what? I need time to go back, right? Because it feels good. It feels good to go to a party. Be like, bro, look at my man's shoes, man. He got the Gucci on. This guy's fresh. You know what I'm saying? But then you're disconnected now. You got to be part of nature, the universe. We are one with the universe. We can't. Everything is within. Everything is esoteric, right? So if you want to heal, you got to connect with the source first. So grounding is number one, sun gazing and things like that.
Everybody talks about superfoods, right?
Yeah.
But which African food do you think is the real superfood?
So this might be controversial, right? It's not even controversial, but we all have different perspective. When I do research, I want to go way back. I'm not looking at 1950s or whatever the case might be, right? But if you look at the reason why I'm saying is I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I like podcasts. I like self-help books. I like audiobooks and things like that.
Right.
And there's people in Africa, they preach about superfoods and they preach about our foods that are good for certain things. You got to understand, a lot of the foods that we eat back home, these are foods that came from our colonial masters. Plantain, cassava, corn, we using the GMO ones right now. We're talking about the olden corns is not what we're eating now. The maize is not what we're having now. The maize that we have back in the days, right? the one we have now, when you grow it, you cannot regrow. You got to go buy more. It's business. The one back in the days, you can grow and then regrow and regrow. This is all natural. Because that things all cause inflammation in the body. Because somebody's saying it's good for you, so let me think about it. Somebody says something good for you, so I'll try it. My subconsciously, I'm thinking, this guy said, Castro told me this is good. I like Castro. I believe Castro. So Castro said, yo, try it, man. It's good. So when I try it, because I believe Castro subconsciously.
But they said moringa, baobab, fonio, teff, tiger nuts, plantains, cassava leaves.
Yeah. I like teff is what the Ethiopians use, right?
Right.
Yeah, for I forgot the name is. Angela. Tiger nuts as well is it's starch, but it has resistant starch. So when you eat it, it feeds the good bacteria in your gut. Right. Tough as well, very, very good as well. I don't like the corn and maize though. Because you can't find original corn and maize. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So can you give us your top 5 healthiest African foods?
So the reason why I was trying to, emphasize on that African term is like it's a cliche, right? There's nothing as African food. We were hunters and fishermen. If you want real food, you get it from the source: fish, meat, and eggs. You hear me? Because we know amino acids, fatty acids. That's where you get it from. That's how you build your body, repair the body, right? Until you have so much inflammation, you want to, maybe heal yourself, then you want to do some vegetables and, fruits, moringa perhaps, right? Because it says contains so many minerals or whatnot. So I don't have a top. My top is eggs, things that contains amino acids and fatty acids. You know what I mean?
So beans, legumes, kenke.
Beans, legumes, all
moringa,
inflammation. Kenke,
sweet potatoes.
Kenke is all made with GMO seeds. Millets, perhaps, okay. But what nutrients is in millets?
Okay.
Right? Bro, I want to keep it very simple. It's like, man, the richest people on earth, right? All they eat steaks and eggs.
All right. Does poverty create bad eating habits in Africa?
Absolutely. Listen, I was having a conversation with a friend in Ghana, right? He woke up in the morning and he eats gobe. Gobe is beans with oil, palm nut oil, with gari. And, if you have money, you can get some fried plantains, right? I said, but why you eat that? Man, this is going to keep me food for a while. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my people do not eat thinking about health. They think about, I want to be full for a certain time because there's no money coming in.
But then we add avocado to it.
Okay, so that's cost 90, right? You have avocado, but then it's like you telling me that I drive a Mercedes, but I put in the cheapest oil. Come on, Capo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put on top tier oil, right? But I don't blame them because they don't know. They have no clue. Listen, I had a conversation with another friend. He's having a problem with his gut. Every time he is bloated. He's in Ghana. I say, listen, for the whole week, don't do nothing but eat sardines and eggs. He said, all right, cool. I'll listen to you because it's getting pretty bad. Last night I couldn't sleep. 3 days, day 3. He said, yo, Capo, before not treating, I don't feel no pain no more. Like, I feel good. I sleep better. It's like, bro, I used to wake up 3 times a night to go pee. Just 3 days. Because everything is nutrients. That's the condition that's been created for us in Africa, right? And people that migrate from Africa to the States, we were the same people. So we learned something new. Like, okay, wait a minute. The fufu I'm eating every day was creating this problem, right? On top of it, that's neat food. That's like chemicals, though. That's not like cassava that the slave master brought to Ghana. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we eating all these things every day. Like, we feel like, oh, I'm living good. Posting on social media, look at me. I'm the guy. All right, cool, okay. So yeah, definitely, bro. Everything we eat in Africa is like creating problems, bro.
It's it's intriguing that you're saying all this, but do you think that the cheapest food often is the unhealthiest?
Agree to disagree, right? Let's talk about eggs. How much is eggs, right? I was asking somebody, I think in Ghana, so I think it's very expensive in Ghana though.
Right now, the price of eggs went up.
Went up, right?
Yeah, it was kind of like like you dealing with Coinbase right now.
Right.
I mean, crypto,
right? That's like, okay, cool. So I'm like, because I tell my man, yo, get some more eggs. It's like, bro, you know how much egg costs? I'm like, okay. The thing is that people don't understand how the body works, right?
Right.
We got cells. We got We got cells, bro. If the cells is not working properly, your body's not gonna work properly. You got the mitochondria that feed that powerhouse of the cells. They don't understand that. They think we have to eat to fill our belly. So they'll buy bread and Coke, right? It might be more expensive than eggs, but to him, that makes him more full. My man will drink Coca-Cola and bread and feel like, he's living a life.
You used to drink malt.
Malt and, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the thing is different. It's like, let me have malt and bread. And you lucky they might put in some peanut butter, right?
Right.
Or some margarine, right? Margarine is not real butter. This is made of soya, inflammation, omega-3, omega-9, omega-6. Does that really fit the body though? Does that really correct the body? Because remember, food is supposed to repair, build, and give you energy.
You said something. Let's talk about that. That 3 days water fast, real quick, and how that could be beneficial.
It's quoted in the Bible. It says, well, break this body down, and in 3 days, I'll build my temple. You do a 3-day fast. What you're doing is your old cells are eating your bad cells, right? They're eating the bad cells. Autophagy is called, look what it means, self-eating, right? Because we all got zombie cells. We got cancer cells. All the cells is in our body, right? And it's mutating. So when you do a 3-day fast, you get into ketosis, your liver release ketones, and your body start functioning properly how it's supposed to function. And now you eating bad cells. You cleaning up your body. You cleaning everything from inside out. 3 days. Just give 3 days. Destroy this body in the 3 days. I will resurrect. Jesus died, and then he was on in 3 days, right? He said, destroy this body in 3 days. I will.
Right.
Everything is my science about the human body is esoteric as within. So autophagy is when you give your body time to heal and build your body from within in just 3 days. Couple. Yeah, lifestyle be a day.
It's interesting that you're saying that, because already I think, majority of Africans already fast a lot.
You think so?
I mean, that's what I know. Right?
When you say fast, what do you mean? They probably don't eat all day, and in the evening they might have fufu or something.
Well, it could be.
Yeah. So there's some benefits to that though. But think about it. How you break your fast is very important as why you're fasting. When you break your fast very wrong, you can cause a lot of problems in your body. So if I fast all day because I have no money, right, and in the evening I have some fufu and some light soup, probably no meat. You know what I'm saying? You fed your body more poison. Back to square one. There's no knowledge about how the body works. We have no knowledge. But I think in the past we did though, until the colonial master came in and a lot of things changed. Because remember, they studied us for a long time, right? But up to date, you go to someone like in Nigeria, they'll cook yam and they'll put yam in palm nut oil. Because what the palm nut oil is doing is it's helping you digest carbohydrate better, right? Because you can't eat carbohydrate naked. You need something to wrap on it. In the past, I think we had that knowledge, but we lost that knowledge.
All right, this is my last question to you.
Yes, sir.
How can Africa feed itself better?
Bro, we got to get away from industrialization and what's the word I'm looking for? Agriculture. Again, it might be controversial, but listen, if you growing plants and things like that, spraying it with pesticides and all these things, the plants itself, right? They got toxins. They don't want you to eat them. It's like they have mechanisms. They have some mechanisms like, bro, I don't want you to eat me. So they produce lectins and things like, I don't want you to eat me. On top of it, we spray with pesticides to get pests away from it. But we want to eat it. Pests don't want to eat it. How we want to eat it? You know what I'm saying? So we growing all these foods that's killing us. We got to get into livestock, bro. Yeah, that's what the nutrients are. I'm on livestock. In the Bible, you see Jesus just say, and you're following the idea, it's all about the sheep and the goat and the cows, you know what I'm saying? Not the Cain and Abel. Somebody try to sacrifice, animals to God. God accepted. Somebody try to sacrifice weeds and, cabbage and shit. It's like, nah, I don't need this. It's all about the human body. It's esoteric. When that thing happened, it's talking about the human body. The human body reject every plant. We need meat. You know what I'm saying? Protein, fats. Yes, sir. I start be at that.
Right. All right. Rev Cash.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we want to say thank you for coming on the board.
We give thanks, man.
Yeah. We see you soon on the board.
We give thanks.